Hi friends, I hope you're doing okay. This is just a quick video about using self-discipline tactics, or rather doing self-discipline tests to create urgency within yourself when you have projects to work on. So what I mean by that is that if you're working on a project and there's all these elements that need to be involved in a project, and let's say you have a client or you have your boss or someone that you have to get this project done for in a certain amount of time. So you've got your deadline either at the end of this week or the end of next week or something like that. That when you've identified all the little pieces that you need in order to accomplish this task, or to start figuring out the creative pieces that you need to solve this problem, that you can use some element of it as a test for yourself to see if you can try to get it done faster. So one of the challenges that we struggle with sometimes as INTPs is urgency and procrastinating, or the perception of procrastinating. A lot of the times we need just more time to conceptualize the idea and fully form it before we start to get into action. And that in and of itself makes total sense. That's just something that happens with INTPs. That's totally something that you're allowed to give yourself forgiveness for. But something that can help you to get things done faster is to give yourself that kind of a test to see if, hey, can I get this done in a certain amount of time? Or can I get to this point within a certain amount of time? It's a good way to test your skill set, things that you've been practicing, things that you've been learning, and just to see and get a gauge of how much time you actually need when it comes to tighter deadlines. So when someone later asks you for a rush job or something that happens within the next 24 hours or within a few hours, you can have an accurate measurement of how long it's going to take to accomplish this thing because you've tested yourself to do it before. So I hope that makes sense conceptually as an INTP and this idea. So if you need to code something specifically, or design something, or write a piece of music, or draw something, or pull together some sort of pieces for a document or brainstorm or something like that. Get into action right away as a challenge, as a self-challenge. Because if you do it as a self-focused thing and not worry so much about the external demand, it'll become more interesting. It's something that's just whatever you can use. It doesn't have to literally be a test, but it can be some way for you to just make it interesting for yourself. Some way for you to to want to engage with it. Because our introverted thinking, the part of our mind that is more random access, that dominant use of our mind, is the introverted thinking part of us is random access, but it's usually accessing things that we are generally more personally interested in. So find your connective tissue to this thing. Even if it's something that you typically don't really want to do, find a way to make it something that you want to do. Make it something that's appealing. Gamify it. Challenge yourself. Push yourself. And record your score, record your time, record how much of it you got done in a certain amount of time, or how fast you got it done. And then keep pushing that, keep testing that, seeing how far you can go with this idea of testing yourself. And that'll enable you to get this thing done in a certain amount of time, because it's not just about meeting the deadline, which you can push off and ignore for as much as you want, usually. I know it's easy for us to do that, but if you make it something that you want to do, it becomes that much more exciting and you feel more of the impulse to do it. So what I'm essentially saying is to find a way to tap into the natural impulse for you to want to do this, instead of just relying on not just relying on external accountability, or just saying that, like, I know I can do it later, it'll be fine. To challenge yourself right away, see what you can do, and see if you can get it done. So hopefully this video helped you out. Let me know if there are other topics that you'd like me to cover here in the program, and let me know how you're doing with your work, with your productivity, with all the projects you've got going on. this is how you can get the most out of this, is letting me know what you need help with, and then I can do more videos to add to this this guild, this membership, for you to get more out of it. So that's it for now. I appreciate you. Take care of yourself, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.